Alright, so we know the new expansion for Necromunda, new setting, new game will be Necromunda Ash Wastes. And let's see if we can get some previews as to what to expect. So we have basically like this truck slash train made out of Imperial shipping containers, which is pretty freaking awesome. That is definitely a conversion waiting to happen right there. Definitely very, very cool. We obviously have a gang transporting some sort of goods through the ash waste and an ambush slash train robbery taking place, Wild West style. So this is the first image that we get of the assailants. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to be. I mean, we can assume that they would be, quote unquote, an ash waste gang. But let's see if we can kind of get any idea. They appear to be human or humanoid. Possibly, definitely don't look like they're going to be like scavy kind of zombie type dudes or anything like that. So I would assume it's probably going to be like, quote unquote, an ash waste gang of like ragtag kind of Mad Max type, bandits. Can't get a ton more from like the actual silhouette or anything, but definitely very cool. So here we can kind of see some silhouettes once again of them attacking. They appear to be armed with like various pistols and guns and everything. Appear to be sort of clad in some sort of like armor, but also like robes or like tattered bits of cloth. So here we see like a metal boot, possibly bionic type deal going on. And then we see this sort of strange gun that we hear cocking. So again, we don't get a ton of idea here. Possibly some sort of like bionic type creature slash humanoid. And then here we can kind of see their silhouettes in the background. Again, looks like just some kind of like cloth blowing in the wind. Can't really tell exactly what's going on. Almost looks like Exodite slash Elvenish, like in a sense. Sort of like the pirates that we're just seeing for Kill Team. I know that's kind of like a reach probably, as, there's not too much Xenos on the planets of like the, Necromunda hives and everything. So I'm assuming that it's probably some sort of humanoid gang that has basically possibly some sort of like archaeotech or whatever. They appear to have some sort of vehicles basically to get around in the ash waste. So I'm assuming that's going to be some sort of like pretty cool thing. And then they actually go into detail to say that essentially Ash Waste Expansion is basically leaving the Underhive and going off into the ash wastes essentially, which are barren places and require like vehicles. So we can assume that they are bringing like full on vehicle combat to Necromunda. So that should be pretty freaking awesome. Having some random vehicles running like cool missions, supply ambushes, all kinds of stuff like that. Building up and possibly souping out your vehicles, like, making them faster or more durable, getting armor plates or various archotech. Definitely is cool. Kind of reminds me a little bit of a cross between like Necromunda and Car Wars type thing maybe, or possibly like a little bit of like that Gorka Morka kind of feel from back in the day. So we can only hope. Don't want to get too far ahead of myself here, but definitely looks freaking awesome. So We didn't get a ton out of it today, though. Not a ton of a reel, no dates or anything like that. But we know it's Ash Waste. We know it is outside of the Underhive in the Ash Waste. We know there's going to be at least one new gang coming, and we know it's going to be vehicle-themed combat. So pretty freaking awesome. Get excited for Necromunda. But that's it for today's little reveal for Necromunda Ash Wastes. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe for Necromunda, Kill Team, Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, and of course, warcry content as well. We are a commissioned studio, so we show off all the commissions as they go out of the studio. And then I do, of course, all types of painting, conversion, magnetization, and lighting tutorials. Pretty much anything you could possibly want, tabletop gaming, related. So there you have it, guys. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.